Alright, so in this video, I am showing you everything that comes with your application kit. You get a small file, a nail buffer, alcohol wipe, cuticle pusher, and the pink Macart glue. I'm also going to show you how I prep my nails. So in doing this, I push back all my cuticles on each of my nails and kind of scrape off whatever maybe excess glue that got left on from the previous set or just dry skin. And I typically like to do this after I took my nails off. So they've been soaking, they were in the oil, the water, wash them off when I'm all done taking off my press-ons, and then I'll come back and do all my prep. And yeah, I feel like this just allows the skin to be a little more flexible, not so dry and rough. Then I go through, once I'm done pushing all my cuticles back, go through with the nail file and just kind of rough up the nail, get any of the dry glue that is maybe still stuck on there, any of the dry cuticle skin that's on there, and I'll just kind of file that off, rub it off. Nothing too crazy, don't need to go crazy with this, don't need to go too hard, just enough to rough up the nail bed to kind of get off that excess glue and clean them up pretty well. Then I like to go through and file the sides of my nail and just kind of give my whole nail a good clean look for when I'm ready. That way I'm ready to put on the new set. And I'll do this with each nail, go on each side. Also, I like to have my nails fairly short whenever I'm putting on a new set. I feel like it just helps with the adhesion, and it's just a real clean, they're all clean cut. Also helps for afterwards once you've had your nails on and everything to keep them real nice and clean underneath. Um, I feel like it just helps with that. You see here, I'm just showing you a little bit of the excess skin. If you have cuticle nippers, you can grab those and just kind of clean up your cuticles if you're comfortable with that. If not, no big deal. Everything else that you do to prep your nails, as long as, to me, as long as you're doing it the way that I do it, your nails should last you 2 to 3 weeks. So I go ahead and do this with every single nail, just file it, rough it up, kind of get in there where my cuticles are. Again, I'm not doing it too hard, just enough to get the excess glue off and any dry cuticle skin that's on there. And I file the sides, just kind of shape them up really good, make them as short as you'd like. Again, I like mine pretty short. And I also like to make sure that my nails, the edge of my nails are just real nice and filed. I don't like when they're all jaggedy from nail clippers. I don't like to just leave them like that. I prefer to just have them look nice and round. This especially helps too when you do have a more sheer color press-on nail. Um, you clean up your nails really nice. Once you put those sheer press-on nails on, your nail underneath just looks so much better. They almost just look so much more natural. So I find that it helps with that also. Go through, once we're done filing, I do sometimes, if I have it in my kit or I have it available, I will add in another little, I guess it's like, I don't know, little stylet, you call it. But it has like a little brush at the end of it. And sometimes, again, like I said, if I have it available, I don't always have them available, but when I do have them available, I'll add it into the kit. And this little thing with the brush at the end, it almost looks like a super small Q-tip. And I'll go through and just kind of rub it through all my cuticle line to get any of the excess dust, nail dust from there. But again, a old makeup brush or anything like that will help to get all that out. Then once I'm done doing that, get my buffer, just kind of go over everything. Then once I've buffed all my nails, I'll go through with the alcohol wipe. Now I usually provide 2 alcohol wipes, one for each hand. And then you'll see how I go through with the alcohol wipe. I just make sure that, oh look, this is the little brush that I was telling you about. So again, if I have it, I'll provide it, but it just looks like a really small Q-tip. And I go through and just try to get any of the stuff that got left behind. Take that out. Perfect. This thing also helps if you get like glue seeping out on the sides. I like to use that thing to wipe it off. And then I'll tell you a little trick after. But the alcohol wipe, I go through each of my nail beds and just kind of get a really good clean in there. One, this helps to really disinfect your nail and then also helps to dehydrate the nails so they aren't wet or moist when once you're ready to glue on. And there you have it. They're all done, ready to be glued on.